Good morning. How's everyone doing? I posted a link in the chat if anybody wants to join in here this morning. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Jabus. Good morning, Mr. Bumcrack. Good morning, Peddling Profits. Hope everybody's having a great day. I don't know where Todd's at today. Hell, he's probably down in the vault counting his money. Uh, Yesterday on Scott's show before it went off the rails, had some very good conversation talking about all the different platforms raising their rates and wanting to use the promoted, which gives them more income. So if you didn't see it yesterday, then go check it out.
See what?
Good morning, Todd. How are you?
All right. What are we looking at?
I told them I said about if they didn't see Scott's channel show yesterday. Uh, Good morning, Mike. To go check it out. I said because there was some interesting conversation about the platforms and promoted listings and the extra fees and all that kind of mess. And then it kind of jumped off the rails. So anyway, how are you doing this morning, Todd?
I'm all right.
You looking forward to going hanging out with the girlfriends today?
You betcha.
Good morning, Ping.
Boom, 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 boom.
Good morning, Sandy. So anyway,
Gotta get settled in here.
that's all right. Reseller Rowboat. Beth, how are you doing this morning? That potato salad looked good in the photo you shared yesterday. I'd rather have the potato salad than the hamburger. Throw some bacon bits in it. It's a one pot meal. Sold a box of 90 cassette tapes yesterday. So Vintage sold a box of 90 cassettes. Were they pre recorded or were they blank? Good morning, Hank. Can y'all hear me?
Sure, they can hear you. I
Okay,
think.
because no, Ping says no audio or video yet.
Yeah, they can hear you. Ping. What Ping is saying. When did she say that?
Uh, just a little bit further up.
Mm.
Right above Hank says good morning, Tom and Todd and everyone.
Yeah, it's working now.
Okay. Okay, good, Hank. Your mom makes good hamburgers, Beth? I I'm sure she does. Nobody in my family eats potato salad. My immediate in-house family eats potato salad. So when I have the chance, I
Say,
shut up
Sandy
my.
says you sound awesome.
Oh, thank you, Sandy. I'll send that check out to you in the mail today.
To me, you sound normal, which is,
Eh?
I don't know if that's awesome or not.
Yeah. Well, I just Javis. Um, let's see. Pre-recorded from a. Oh, they're pre-recorded. Oh, okay. Like Donnie and Marie and Dawn, Tony Orlando and Dawn, those kind of cassettes. Todd, no tie yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. I figured when I'd said Tony, Orlando, and Dawn, you would have jumped out and tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree or knock 3 times.
Knock
Oh,
3
God.
times on the ceiling if you want.
There he goes.
Twice on the pipe. Ding, ding, if you ain't gonna show. Oh, my sweetness. Knock 3 times.
Well done. 3 sales yesterday for 135. Vintage, that's good.
Beat me. I got 3 sales for 100. That's a bad day for me. I've been doing much better than that. But whatever. Mama said there'd be days like this. Yeah.
Tony Orlando,
said.
Javis. You know who I'm talking about. You're old enough to know that. That's right, Hank. The Silver Hairs Serenade.
Oh, my sweetness, knock 3 times on it. You got me started.
Good morning, Craig. But you know what? Those songs, and today people talk about, they were such silly songs. But them suckers were played and played and played. And people danced to them and all this kind of stuff. And they're still being played.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, in those days, you could understand the words. This rap music, it goes by so fast, I can't even hear what they're saying. I mean, I hear the words, but
yeah, and
my brain can't keep up with your mama show down the
rap for us, Todd. Rap for us.
I can't rap.
What I'm gonna just use the band Poison. I don't remember what band he was from,
Remember
but he was a hair bander, and he was on a interview and he was talking about, he said, I just about wrecked my car today, and they said, why? He says, because I was listening to a top 40 channel and they started playing one of our songs. He said, back in the day you would have never thought that would be considered like top 40 or that kind of music. Lag, don't be harsh. Todd sings in tune. Maybe not very well, but he sings in tune, and he didn't have to have an auto. He didn't have to have an auto tuner.
You know what?
What?
I don't care what I sound like. I'm gonna sing.
Making a joyful noise unto the Lord, and he's got the volume control on some people, I'm sure.
Problem is, most of the songs I know are from the 60s, 70s, and early 80s. Once you get up around the mid 80s, I'm kind of like, I didn't listen as much to popular music.
Todd, are you walking around? You're breaking up.
No, I'm not walking around. Am I breaking up?
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Good.
It sounds like you're on a cordless mic and you're walking too far away from the computer. Word.
All right. Let me turn this off and turn it back on.
I don't know whether Todd was in the church choir or not. I know they didn't let him teach chorus. There might have been a reason for that. So anyway, Scott, if you're not doing anything important, you feel free to jump in here.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Am I still breaking up?
No, you're not breaking up. Scott might have mentioned it yesterday, but before I got into the show. So if I'm repeating it, then don't. You just have to excuse me. Just strike it off as being old. But Ozzy passed away.
Yeah, that was day before yesterday.
Yeah.
That's old news now. I never was a big Ozzy fan. I mean, I'd listen to the music, but I never went. Never went to the record store. I never went to the record store to just buy Ozzy records.
Right. Oh, here he comes.
Remember, there used to be record stores in the mall
Yeah.
Hey,
back when there was a mall.
Kent, are you being serious? You didn't know Ozzy died? Or are you just jerking me around here?
He's jerking you around.
jerking you around. Hey, so another singer died yesterday too. Not much fanfare. And one of the great songs of the '80s. He was the co-lead singer in Golden Earring. I forget where they were a foreign man, but Golden Earring, Radar Love,
Radar Love.
and Stepping Into the Twilight Zone.
George Coymans?
Coynan or Kuman, yeah.
He was 77.
Yeah, he passed away too.
You know, you look back at some of these bands that when we were kids, and I know that's a 10-year gap between me and
They were
Scott.
when you were a kid. They were big. They were called big bands.
Yeah, big bands. But they were just they were most of them were like built and wore tight clothes well and stuff like that. And now you look at them and they're old people.
Am I the only one that can see Tom sitting around on a Saturday night watching Lawrence Welk? Am I the only one?
I did watch some Lawrence, not a lot, because I was usually out on Saturday night.
He probably took accordion lessons in the '60s so he could eventually get on Lawrence Welk.
You seen
Accordions are making a comeback.
Motley Crue? They were terrible. Vince Neil he needs to never sing again. Caught a glimpse of the last concert event that the Scorpions were in. He needs to hang it up too. He's just as bad. It's terrible. The musicians still can play the music. The singer, man, it really gives you some. Brian Johnson is their age too, AC/DC lead, and he can still, after all that gruff voice and screaming and carrying on, Brian Johnson can still sing, which is kind of interesting.
I'm a big Dolly Parton fan, always have been, but her voice is nowhere near what it used to be. It's real airy now, and used to be it had, as far as women goes, it had depth. But that's what happens when you get old, and a lot of these people just do not realize that they're getting old and they're still trying to be 20 something. Gwen has to tell Todd all the time, take off the black leather pants and the black tank top.
Yeah, look up when you're on social media. Look up the Scorpions and their current tour. It's sad. The same as at least he didn't forget the words. He's just struggling to sing. Vince Neil's up there forgetting the words, making up his own lyrics.
No, I didn't have the leather pants. I had the Sedgefield bell-bottom blue jeans. That was styling.
Todd, you had the elephant ears, didn't you?
And then, but there are certain ones like have y'all seen the last few weeks? Rick Springfield's on tour. His voice is not quite the same, but he's like 75 years old up there with no shirt on stage, singing and carrying on.
Oh, Rick.
Which group did you love?
The Scorpions.
Oh, the Scorpions. I started saying I could see Hankin wearing the striped elephant ear pants. Y'all know what those are? Those are the ones that had the big flares on them. That they would, when you walked, they would flutter like elephant's ears.
So it's almost good that some passed away in the early '60s, so we never got a chance to see him destroy himself. Like to me, the greatest heavy metal singer of the late '70s, early '80s was Ronnie James Dio, and he died in I think 12 or 13. So you never had to see him at 80 years old out there. You only remember him as an incredible voice.
Um, it's yeah, a lot of people. Some of these people should have stopped while they were on top. You know, they look good, they sound good, they were selling albums, and then they started getting old, and
They're just making so much money on these tours, even if they sound like hell.
yeah. Uh, Now you're the same age as somebody's daddy. You know what I mean?
I mean, some of them are okay. I watched, I think it was Tears for Fears the other day. They weren't terrible, but they hit some high notes that old men can't hit no more.
Yeah. Good morning, Chastity.
That's all right. I'm too old for all that stuff. In fact, I'm so old I forgot that the CIA took over Cuba. But hey,
They did.
Yeah, Kent. She's looking a little rough, like she's been rode hard and put up wet.
She's seen a lot of dick in her day.
All right, to take farewell comes more.
oh
Yeah, the farewell concerts, Mr. Sadie. It's like Cher. How many times has she had her farewell concert?
She was married to what's his name? She was married to Tommy for how long? And Tommy goes all over the internet whipping that damn
Yeah,
baseball is out. For God's sakes.
Um,
But yeah, it's the CIA. People don't realize how name one thing the CIA done in country control and it's worked out in our favor.
they killed Kennedy.
They did kill Kennedy. That because Kennedy wanted to get rid of them. They got rid of Nixon because Nixon wanted to get rid of them, get him. They tried to kill Trump. They killed Gaddafi. They overthrew Cuba, Pakistan, Afghanistan. I mean, how much stuff have they done that we don't know about that was a cluster?
They kind of destabilized Central America.
You think?
Comments made by the guest does not represent the opinion of the host.
They've made movies about some of that stuff. Tom, the largest drug traffickers in the '80s was the CIA. Our own government was the largest drug trafficker in the world. Was our government poison?
How many? That was the deal with Ollie North, wasn't it? Didn't he work with the CIA?
No, he was running guns. He was selling. He was in the middle of selling.
Didn't you watch Good Morning America? Not Good Morning America. The one with Robin Williams. Good Morning.
Didn't that have CIA involvement with Ollie North? Oliver North?
Good Morning Vietnam. Thank you, Roberta.
I don't remember.
Nicaragua, yeah.
So anyway, how did you finish up yesterday, Scott? You got luck going out today?
No, I went 34 hours without a sale. It was awful.
Really?
I sold something like 8 p.m. Tuesday night, and another sale wasn't until right at midnight. The one sale for the day.
Todd, it sounds like he needs to do some promoted listings, doesn't he?
I don't know. I just keep listening. It'll turn around. Yeah, and it was awful. Every now and then it happens. You can see the sales chart on the eBay page go.
Was it just Todd, or is everybody's down?
Did anybody have a good day yesterday?
I sold $100 worth yesterday, 3 things, but the day before I sold $500 worth. So I don't know.
Same here. I sold $690 the day before, and then yesterday I sold. Get this now. The chart is so small I can't even get it to show up. I sold $18 yesterday on eBay. 18. I went from $650 to 18.
Rise and Grind sold 300. So is Wednesday's just the bad sales day?
Who knows what happened? I mean, you never know why things happen. We're in the middle of back to school shopping. You think it
Yeah.
would be all right.
I went into Walmart and just happened to see, back when I was doing merchandising, I happened to see uh, she was assistant manager then. Now she's a manager, the main manager. And I said, we were talking because I went in one day, one night to set their back to school section. And I walked in there and I said, "Where's all your back to school stuff?" And she's like, "This is it." And I said, "The shelves are empty. It looked like you just started stocking." She said, "Oh no, schools are starting back in 2 weeks." And she said, "Everybody's buying all the stuff they don't need." So, when parents are having to fork out a couple of $100 for elementary school kids, and if you got a couple of them, that's hitting your budget pretty bad.
Not to mention, if you got to pay childcare and everything else, it gets. I don't know how they do it. I mean, I know we made it through, but I don't. You try to forget those times.
That's the
Yep.
reason Nissa's husband has a business, and she's a stay-at-home mom, hustling stuff on eBay because she's got two teenage daughters, and I'm sure that hits the budget hard.
Yeah, we were when we moved to North Carolina. We were fortunate. We had Jacob was in daycare till we moved to North Carolina. So I guess he was four or five, about 3 years. But living across the street from mother, she picked him up from school every day. We were very fortunate that
Life
Hmm.
has been good, Kent. And Nissa, you're too young to start having these memory lapses now.
Cha-ching! What is that?
Because it's on my show.
$116.99.
What did you
What did I
sell?
sell?
Was it a pair of reefs?
Yeah. Close.
What happened to
at
Todd?
least when I woke up this morning to one sale, I'm like, all right, today's gonna be better. And immediately, I saw it last night. It was like right as I went to bed, like midnight. When I wake up, I'm like, oh look, 2 notifications, cancel. I'm like, you cocksucker.
I went into the grocery store yesterday, and there's a Goodwill right beside it, and I had to cut through the shoe section just to see if they had any cowboy boots. They didn't.
Yeah,
Oliver Steel Toe ATS boots. I sent an offer for 10% off of $129.99. But bam!
So you're starting your morning off pretty well.
those are not almost reefs, by the way.
No, these are brand new
Oh.
without tag. Oh, I'm not supposed to say brand new if it doesn't have a tag. Oh yeah. But you can tell they've never been worn.
Chesty had 3 on eBay and 1 on Macari.
You're gonna be as bad as Goodwill. Boots may appear to be unworn even though they've been worn. Boots might have tags. Boots might not have bucks. Boots might have.
Some $880 Yankee candle sales. Anissa, do you have a lot of Yankee candles?
There's some nubs on nubs.
Hmm.
They've never been worn. Lutherans had them for 20. I sold them for 120. But bam!
I thought nubs on nubs was you rubbing against a man.
Like, I got my Oster vibrator here for that.
Those actually sell. They're about $35.
No, this is in Near mint condition, almost like new.
Did you check it with a black light to make sure it is?
That's just nasty on so many levels, Scott.
Ah,
You sold $880 worth of Yankee candles, Anissa. Somebody likes some Yankee candles, or were they going to turn around and flip them because they were priced so low?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm with you
that
on that.
feels so
Chastity.
good. That feels so good.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all need to get out more.
Chastity says, ew.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with her on that. No, I'm not buying no second-handed of those.
those are actually from the 60s. They sell really well.
Oh, do they?
Let's see. Oster
I think
12611.
Wait a minute. Hold your thought, Todd. Hold your thought. It was one candle you sold for $880.
Damn.
What was that damn thing made out of? Gold? And was that like buy it now, or was that auction?
Price must have dropped on these. They're only going for about 25 now. Anyway,
I bet it did, Anissa. How far did it go from you? I'd have got in the car and drove it and handed it to him. Yeah, I wish, Texas.
what kind of candle was it?
It was a Yankee candle that's made in the South.
No, Yankee candles made in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I know.
South of Boston. Southeast.
More to the west, but yeah.
I bet you did, Anissa. I bet you had a quadruple box.
I was traveling through there. I've been to the town it's in. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Good morning, Tactical. So Todd's got to go see his girlfriends this afternoon. Steal them blind. That's what he does. You know that, folks. He goes in there and he mesmerizes all of his girlfriends, and they become blinded to what he's selling and giving him all kinds of deals.
He probably wears one of them mesh shirts from the 70s that shows little nipples.
Those metal from one of those hair bands.
Got my chest hair sticking out the V-neck at the top.
You know, in the 70s and disco, those mesh shirts were popular back in the day.
Yeah. What are the style shirts called? They're not like wife beaters. They've got the wide piece across the shoulders.
Tops.
Pardon me?
Talking about tank tops? Those
No, not tank tops, because tank tops usually had the little strap across your shoulder. These are like they left off the sleeve.
I don't know, just sleeveless T-shirt.
I guess. Anyway, those were what they always wore, mesh. You feel sick again, Lag, thinking of your dad.
Yeah, I always wore those to show my guns. Oh.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow. His first birthday. Happy birthday. Your great-grandson. Damn, Mr. Sadie's old. Even Todd and I can't say we got great-grandchildren. Larry must have started out when he was 15 with his family. Because he's only what? You're only in your, like, early 50s?
Sadie's about Scott's age, isn't he? About mid-50s. Something like that.
Well, like I said, he must have started when he was a teenager, having his family.
Yeah, he was a prodigy.
Yeah, technical disease says anybody over 50 years old. You know what? One time in my
Heck,
life, I thought that. But you know what? 70's looking pretty damn sweet. Oh, wow.
I'd rather be 70 than dead.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's your only alternative. So, Todd, excuse me, Scott, you been playing with the program anymore?
Yeah, I listed this stack of DVDs here this morning. I shot it on video.
I haven't looked at videos this morning. I'll turn them on and listen to them while I'm doing stuff.
Dang, Sadie, you were 17 when your first was born.
And you're 59 years old? Dude, you're holding up pretty well.
Dang, I was 30
Was 28.
when my first was born.
Well, Mr. Sadie's from Missouri, so, they got to have children that work the farm. They're toddlers learning how to walk and they're pulling potatoes out the ground. She's got to throw more stuff. Yeah, he got kind of carried away yesterday, but that's what makes Scott's show good.
I need to record. I need to recreate that in here.
Nah, well, you can if you want to. Then I'll just cut it out and make it short. Because my short of you coming out in the bra, it's got like 500 views on it.
Damn right.
Oh, you lived in sin for 4 years? Okay. Flip It Good says, Scott, did you open a second account for your mass listings of media?
No, I need to order a third account.
Are you did he release some more stuff for you to categories you could list in with it?
Yeah, I listed Blu-ray players yesterday.
How did that work out?
I got all 6 of them listed. It was perfect.
Did you so the category would be the Blu-ray part that you got to break everything up into. So you use like electronics, or did you use like Blu-ray players, or
Electronics, Blu-ray players in electronics. It's electronics. Then it got breaks down to Blu-ray players. Blu-ray and DVD are in the same category.
and is that based off of eBay's categories, or
Yes.
okay, cool. As much as we've talked about it, they should give you a year's free subscription for promoting.
I'm waiting for more electronics and more hard goods to open up. And then once it does, I'll really help them test.
Now, is he anticipating when he does open it up,
They're,
to anybody? Are they going to be
the
all the
problem is
category?
the clothing and stuff is the hardest categories. Most of the other ones are much easier. Man, it's the clothing. To get clothing right is not the easiest thing.
I can imagine.
And like they woke up this morning to some kind of bug running this morning. It's something eBay has done. The problem with eBay is they're always screwing with something and they don't tell anybody. It's just all of a sudden whatever you're doing doesn't work.
Yeah, that's back when Mr. Lister was a big thing, and because I used that, and all of a sudden it didn't work. Well, eBay proper had made a change and
Yep.
didn't let the Mr. Lister folks know about it, so their own program wasn't working.
Yeah, they're all going to be dealing with this. Anybody who has program that deals with eBay is going to have problems with this in perpetuity because eBay is a complicated. It's not Amazon's built much better. eBay is built so screwy.
Yeah, he had to run an errand. He had to go to the potty. Uh, yeah, and that's one thing, you know, Josh is going to have to deal with is he's going to have a designated person just to monitor damn eBay to make sure they don't make an update, and not let everybody know it's coming.
Well, because they're also sellers, they'll catch some of it before it
Right.
happens or as it happens, and they've got full-time programmers. Travis the Brain will fix, and Super Dave will work on whatever happens pretty quick because Dave runs a very big operation himself.
Write
So
an AI agent to do it.
Primo and Spam seem really happy with the lister.
Yeah, so the strength of it is like so. I listed all these right here. The video is 12 minutes long, so it didn't take that long.
Right.
And it's always twice as long when you're having to talk through it and carrying on.
Right.
But this one didn't have a barcode on it. It's a special edition Roger Rabbit double disc. But it was able to pull up all the information about it and show without barcodes, without anything. The AI is so powerful that by the time I've done image searches and everything else, and if I wanted to do like John does, where he is using AI for each item, and then you got to type it in to get the AI to do it, and then you've got to copy paste it back. Yeah.
Will it lag? Are you going to give ChatGPT your eBay login?
Let's see if I have the agent yet. Dun, dun, dun. Introducing agent mode. I have agent mode now.
On.
Don't
So some of the stuff it can do is analyze compact EVs and hybrid SUVs under 45. Research the fundamentals of natural wine versus traditional. It's just find a 4-star hotel in New York City near the Lincoln Center on hotels.com. Find the best value Giants tickets in August on StubHub. These are just examples it's given.
And that's on ChatGPT.
Uh huh. So for your $20 plan, I think you get 48 queries a month.
I'm like that on. I'm like that old lady on Travel Velocity or whatever it is, where she's stuffing her. She's in like overalls, and she's got on a flannel shirt, and she's sticking straw into it. And she goes out there and she says, "I like doing everything on my own." And she goes out there and she gets up on a post and starts yelling at the crows. You're relying on all this chat GPT stuff too much. Your brains are going to be mush. Scott,
Okay.
you should know that's the CIA
I'm sure.
involved in it to make y'all all a bunch of useless, non-thinking people. God, Kent's already there. Lag's already there. Good morning, Felix. A whole new world. Sorry. Um, how was the descriptions, Scott?
They are better than eBay's. So they've got a little fluff to them, but not nearly as much. You know, they put a lot of facts in, like the Blu-ray, like the DVDs and the Blu-rays. It tells what format is in and what, a lot of the information that it can pull off the back of the thing from a picture.
Right. Yes, I know, Chastity.
Yeah, eBay's thing is funny. I hit on a few of my science lab things. Add this scale to your collection of scientific equipment. I'm like, nobody collects scales. uh, Add these beakers to your laboratory collection. Like, shut up.
I don't know. I guess I'm just old and don't give a rip, but I just I don't care about the fluffy descriptions when I'm looking for something. Like I've said, when I'm on eBay, I'm usually looking for a specific item. And I know what I'm looking for in advance. I'm not like Lag that just goes on there and just starts saying, surprise me. Search by that. And he gets everything from big girl panties to toothbrush holders. Thank you, Anissa. It's not like you're eBay is, which I guess certain sections of it can be. Like if you're doing clothes, yes, I could see where it get all flowery and fluffy and all that kind of stuff in the description.
Yeah, it sounds eBay's description sound, AI description sound a little bit like advertisements for 1970s and 60s toys on Saturday morning cartoons. Be the first to get a big wheel by Marx,
Yeah.
or this collection of scientific beakers to add to your collection. I'm like, shut up.
It doesn't do that.
Felix, what is that? I mean, I'll go check it out, but is that a watch or is that another chat bot, AI bot, whatever? The green machine.
That's right. Fluffy listings work great for light bulbs and Dyson hand dryers.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you.
That reminds me, I still haven't put those light bulbs on Facebook Marketplace yet. I need to move those.
Yeah. I should have bought that G-Shock for $1. Put a battery on it. Probably had to put another band on it to fit around my big wrist, and used it. But no, Todd took it out of my hands.
Yeah, I wrenched it out
and listed it. Chris and Glenn sat over there and cried because they wanted it too. And Todd stood there and gloated. Ha, 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 ha. I am the king of the watch sellers.
I got so much good stuff that day. It wasn't just a watch. Y'all were passing up all kinds of good crap.
I know.
I bought a box of mechanical pencils and I sold them for $150. How much was the box of pencils? $1.
Those were the graphic pencils, weren't they?
No, they're just Scripto mechanical pencils.
Oh, okay, they were mechanical pencils. Somebody bought some artist pencils. I don't remember who it was.
I've sold a bunch of them. Did I get those
I thought you did, and didn't you
in
get some?
Nashville?
Didn't you get some quills? They weren't
Those were-
quills. They were like the pens that you dip them in ink.
No, I didn't get
They
any
have
of
the
those.
nub on the end of them. Maybe that was Chris.
No, I got the nub on the end of something else.
Yeah. Todd, don't let Scott incriminate. Actually, it's Kent, Jabus, and Lag leading you down the wrong path.
Nubs on nubs. Nibs on nubs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my mom had a Lincoln Town car, and about every year my dad would take the tires off of them and put them on one of his work trucks and then put new tires on her car. Because half the time those little rubber nubs that's on tires when you buy them new would not be worn off of them. That's how little she drove that car. She just got them broke in. The Silicon Shadows.
Dang, stock market's up. Stock market really likes Trump's deal with the Japanese trade deal.
Well, what's happening with the Canadians? I saw this one thing. Allegedly, their prime minister is having a conniption fit up there because of Alberta and Saskatchewan.
You keep bringing that up. I've never heard anything about it, but I don't watch news much.
I guess I have a intellectual feed.
Silver went up Friday and Monday, but it went back down some today.
You have a feed like a trough, but it ain't intellectual.
Okay, thank you, Scott.
You're welcome. Anything else I can do, let me know.
And I saw an article in the paper where India is rethinking the BRICS deal because everybody that's involved in it was headed into bankruptcy.
Yeah, we got the Japan deal done. Only 97 left to go, 24K.
Manitoba's not been in play. I have to watch the news a little bit. I have to be able to talk to my father-in-law and my mother because both of them have Fox News running all the time. Shut up, Lag. Go to your room. Just leave your channel. Leave your login active, but you go to your room.
It hadn't been a whole long time since the French Quebecois were trying to secede from Canada also.
Hey, it's hot outside. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You left the door open. You don't know how to close the door?
But if they did, they would go broke because they wouldn't have the income from Alberta and Saskatchewan and British Columbia. Fox News is still on TV. Of course it is, Jabus.
I hate all of y'all. You suck. I told him for you. I told him.
That's your baby girl there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I told everybody for you.
She's probably like Roxy, our cat. Screw you all. I'm going home.
That mohawk kills me.
Don't be talking about Joni's baby girl now. She's liable to come to Texas and whoop you.
Oh, Franklin's in there having a heart attack because Joni's getting ready to go to volunteer. So when she starts getting ready, she'll be sitting at her little makeup table or whatever little. He'll be under the chair, won't leave. He just lays there with his head laying on the like one of the little parts of the chair. He just lays there, won't move,
Because she's leaving him.
pouting. Yeah.
Three weenie dog. Your twins babysat, house sat. Most people would say babysat. Three weenie dogs for a week. Anissa.
It's rarely boring when them two around. They carry it.
Well, you know, they were originally bred to be hunters and diggers and
The the two worst ones were well, the brother and sister we had, Scrappy and Dixie.
right.
When we were in North Carolina, you'd look out in the backyard, and all you'd see is Dixie's ass and dirt come out of the hole. She'd dig holes so deep.
Yeah, there's a guy that lives over on the other street, and he was walking. I was going out to get the mailbox, and I was getting the mail, and he walked by, and he was walking two little dachshunds, and I said, "Are you in love with those?" I said, "My friends in Alabama have two, and they're just in love with them." He said, "Absolutely, I love them more than I do my children." And but he said, "Do y'all have a mold problem?" I said, "Occasionally we do." I said, "But the neighbors, they call in an exterminator and they put something on the ground and they go away." He said, he said, and this one of them looked like they were, I don't know, almost 2 feet long. The dog. He said, I looked out the back door. And he said, all I could see was his ass sticking out the ground. And he said, and he was going sideways. He was tracking a mole. And he said, my wife said, you better get out there and stop him before he digs up the backyard. And he said, well, at least we can throw out seeds when he's done. He said, the little girl dog, she just sits on the porch and watches him like, what a dumbass. Ma'am? What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, my in-laws live up in the mountains in a wooded area, and a mouse came. They have a long-haired dachshund, and the mouse came from a mouse, a rat, whatever, came out from under the from under the kitchen sink, and she said that dog was up under there digging everything out from under the seat and came out of there with that mouse. But everybody has their breeds. There's somebody that lives in the subdivision across Carmel Road from us, and they have three greyhounds. Not greyhounds. Is it greyhounds? The really big dogs, real slender, and Great Danes. Thank you, honey. My wife is so brilliant. I love her so much. Um, they have a bed. They have a queen size bed that the dogs all sleep on, pile up on, and sleep on at night. So those are big babies. So Todd's going to go hang out with the chicks this afternoon. Get him some sweet loving. Got to put on his high karate. Scott, what you got going on this afternoon?
I'll be here listening.
Are you manually listing, or are you going to try list some with the lister?
Both. I got some shoes to list with it, and I've got parts and things to list on the other channel. The vacuum cleaners aren't there yet either. I've got these damn vacuum cleaners on my way, so they're getting listed today.
Felix, I was talking to my wife because she said Great Danes at the same time.
He gone.
Yeah. Um. So anyway, well, Todd will have exciting adventures at the Lutheran's thrift store tomorrow for you. So be sure and
Hope they
tune
got
in.
more of those boots, man. That was a good sale.
Yeah, that's good much. And you sell a lot of those cowboy boots.
Those aren't cowboy boots. They're
Okay,
work.
those were work boots, weren't they?
Mm-hmm.
But you sell a lot of those and the cowboy boots. Are they? Are you shipping them like locally, Texas, the Midwest, or are you shipping them to New York City?
They go all over.
No,
I've sold a bunch of cowboy boots to Great Britain, the UK.
Really?
Yeah. They love cowboy boots over there. I don't know why. They're not any cowboys, and closest thing they got. I mean, they got some cows, but I don't see British out there on horses rounding up cattle with chaps and lariats and
they use border collies for that.
border collies. Yeah. Herding sheep. They got more sheep in Britain than people.
Have you seen the meme? It's a little black and white calf sitting laying up on a couch, and the meme part of it goes, "Don't ever buy border collies when you're drunk." I thought it was cute. It don't take much to make me laugh. Well, you know, Todd, they get them all. They get their footmen to polish them up really good, and then they wear them while they're having their tea and crumpets and scones with jam,
Mm-hmm.
To Japan, Jabus? Todd, you need to get into the Japan market for your cowboy boots. I'm sure they have those things available in stores over there. Are they just so much? Are y'all not pricing them high enough, or they want real Texas cowboy boots or American cowboy boots?
I don't know why they're so popular in Great Britain. They just are.
Mr. Bumcrack, you still in here? Care to enlighten us? He's probably got 6 pair in his closet. All righty. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to shut this thing down unless Todd's got something he wants to add.
Nah, I got nothing. Just, Ron and I have another auction this weekend.
Right.
That's about it.
Mr. Bumcrack says he never sees people wearing them over there. Well, maybe you're not socializing with the right type of people, Mr. Bumcrack. They also buy a lot of fishing tackle. Really? Cool. All right. Y'all have a great day. Look for Todd tomorrow. I'm sure he'll have an intellectual show for us tomorrow. And have a great one. Thanks, Todd. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.